Well, now to the teenage TV star our generation grew up watching. Maureen McCormick played Marsha Brady in The Brady Bunch, the hit series about a happy family leading happy lives. But off-screen, her own family life was not nearly so cheery, and Maureen spiralled into a wild and dangerous lifestyle. She spoke exclusively with Brady Halls in Los Angeles.
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch.
Here's the story with a couple of Bradys. Do you still get recognised? Do you still get people?
I do. Everywhere I go, I still get recognised, yeah.
At 52, the face has changed little. You remember her? She was the one all the boys wanted to go out with.
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha!
You act real crazy sometimes, but you're still the grooviest looking girl in the whole school.
You know, for a bloke named Brady too, I've copped my fair share of jibes as well.
I'll bet you have. I'll bet you have.
In The Brady Bunch, her life seemed so perfect. In real life, it was anything but.
I'm lucky. I shouldn't be here, actually, today. I should probably be dead.
Drugs, alcohol, abortion, attempted suicide, prostitution.
Yeah.
All of this was part of your life.
Yeah, it was all part of my life, unfortunately, because of the drugs. They took me there, and I would have done anything for the drug. After the show went off the air, I got really involved in cocaine, and I did that for about 6 years and was totally addicted to it. I couldn't go a day without it.
A whole lifetime of
Why
achievements.
TV's perfect girl turned into a drug-crazed teenager when the cameras were off was a dark secret she's only revealing now.
I had a lot of things going on inside when I was growing up that I took to the set with me, and one of them was that my grandmother died in a mental institution from syphilis, and her husband committed suicide a week later and died, and my mother was given the syphilis through her mother at birth and had a nervous breakdown. So while I was on The Brady Bunch, I had just found out about all of this while I was filming, and the whole time I thought that I had syphilis too, and that I was going to die in a mental institution.
Do you think the character you played, were you haunted by Marsha Brady?
I feel like I had to be this perfect person like Marsha when I was out, you know, in society. I felt like I had to smile all the time and be like her when I was so different, and it was hard. It was very hard.
But no one, not even the cast, saw the troubled side of her life. She carried it off so well on TV that off the set the rich and famous wanted her too. There were dates with Michael Jackson and more.
How'd you go on that date with Steve Martin?
Not very well, because I was so high. Yeah, so it didn't go very well. I was totally obliterated out of my mind.
Did you laugh at his jokes?
No, I didn't even laugh at his jokes because I was so high, so that was not a good thing. Not a good thing.
No, there was no second date, no follow-up.
No, definitely not.
2, 3, 4, right?
The Bradys were the ideal family that real families aspired to. The kids didn't fight in the car, they sang. They had perfect holidays, and the Bradys didn't eat takeaway food. They took their own maid everywhere. But in real life, most of them had their secrets. Mum, Florence Henderson, went on a date or two with the much younger Greg, Barry Williams.
A wise man forgets his anger
before he lies down to sleep.
And Dad, Robert Reed, was always dishing out advice, yet couldn't face the world in telling us he was gay.
You know, it's so ironic too, because Robert Reed was unable to talk about his real person that he was in his life.
He wasn't, yeah, for years and years and years. So it's funny because I always felt like I related to Bob so well.
Let me give you some advice, man to woman.
I think it's because we both had secrets that we were hiding, and I felt this kind of kinship with him, which is strange, but he was a wonderful, wonderful man. But I think very sad just because he couldn't come out and be himself.
But Maureen McCormick has, in the gritty autobiography, Here's the Story. and it came with the support of all her former family, except one.
I talked to everybody except for Eve Plum. We all...
Why not Eve?
Well, you know, I wish we were still really good friends. I love her, and was one of my best friends growing up. But I was on a late-night talk show one time, and there have been all these sexual jokes about the Brady Bunch throughout the years, like this person with this person, and this person with this person, and, you know, the dog with the cat, and I mean, they've done every possible sexual joke that you could do. Yeah. So I was on a late-night talk show, and I said, oh, yeah, you know, I was in love with Barry and Bob and Florence and Eve, and they were like, Eve? I said, yeah. I said, I even kissed her, which I did kiss her. I kissed her on her cheek, and right away, it got out to the press, and everyone thought we were lesbians.
Jan, wait a minute. I don't care to discuss it. Come back here.
35 years on, we've wised up a bit. No family is really perfect. We all have a few flaws, and Maureen is finally dealing with hers.
Do you know a girl that would like to go with me?
Do I?
I'm married. I've been married for 24 years. I've got a 19-year-old daughter, and life is good.
It sounds like a very Brady existence.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part I'm definitely happy today. I feel very blessed.